favorite showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you talk about a home field advantage, you have to consider Kinnick Stadium. The fans are right on top of the action. They are on top of the opponent's sideline, making it one of the most difficult places to play in all of college sports. Named after Niall Kinnick, a war hero, the beautiful wave to the Cancer Children's Hospital. This is one of the most iconic spots to watch a college football game in the country. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Vols headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Oh, look at Mr. Hand, and he loses the football.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Picks up the first down. Racing down the left side. Tap to the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Bishop. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the draw, it's Bishop. Might have a chance. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. To the ground to try to pick up the first. taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over.
They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Handoff, Moulton running left. And tackled there by the defense.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. Rides to the back. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Bishop. He'll take it himself. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. On the read. He's going to keep it. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Pulls it in. It's Jackson. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. for that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. There he goes. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the draw, it's Bishop. Fights off a defender. Touchdown, Volunteers! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, Dave.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you can tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Open space at the 25. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hawkeye! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one, and that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Bishop. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. And the Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's a give to Malton. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Hawkeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Here's Kamari Malton. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Staley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's Bishop. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He is good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads it left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
In the red area, it's Moulton. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back-to-back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with the big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On fourth down, going to the air. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Ready, go!
Kamari again. Breaks the tackle. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Offense facing 4th down.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll run for it. It's Malton. There's some room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Into the house. Touchdown, Iowa.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Makes a move. He goes out of bounds at the 40 after an excellent return. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Bishop. The Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Snares it outside. It's Matthews. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Gets it out fast. And they'll knock him down.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it, and he's open. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He's into the open down the middle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have gotten out on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Staley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here is the Tennessee offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Volunteers in the hurry-up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about.
Finding some room. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Leaves his feet, makes a nice grab along the right sideline. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put...
Makes a grab and room to run. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Vols go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking downfield on first down. Going over the top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Vols, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Going to the run. It's Bishop. And he's in. Touchdown, Vols!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
He'll set up to throw. Nice catch for the two-point conversion. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Moulton. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Got a little grass. dribbling has commenced.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Staley. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Quickly complete. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Bishop. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Volunteers will hustle to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Complete in the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
First and goal. Level. Chip. Go.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
From the gun, looking for a man. Now improvising. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
They're throwing for it on a 2-point conversion. He gets the pick. He's got a convoy. Is he gone? Is it going to be 2 points the other way? He gets tackled across the 50-yard line. Nice job by the defense.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And send the tight end in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds his man. It's Diaz. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Handoff for Malton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Kamari again. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Finds us back in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab past the marker. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game.